Everybody, it's Shelly. So today I am going to talk about the tools that you can use to change your mindset to use the law of attraction to your advantage. So I've already talked about understanding how the law of attraction works, taking responsibility for yourself, deciding that you are going to be responsible for your own happiness. I talked about finding your goals, using contrast and what you don't want to find out what you do want if you aren't sure. And today I just wanted to talk about the tools, because as you start to learn to use the law of attraction to your advantage, you need to change your habitual thinking and feeling habits. So, when you think about rich people, what are those first things that come to mind? Is it, wow, they probably worked really hard for what they got and look at how great their life is and I want to be like that? Or is it, oh, those greedy SOBs, I can't believe that they would have all this money and not help people like me who want more money? So, it just depends on where you're at in that. There's an abundant way of thinking and there's a lack way of thinking. And that goes for everything. That's not just money. I always throw money out there because it is important in our society to have money. It buys freedom and luxuries and fun, and it does by helping other people, if that feels good to you. So, the number one tool that I have listed here, or A, is I've got an outline, so it's A, is finding happiness now. So that is so important, and it's, I think, one of the hardest things for people to do, because they don't understand that if you are not finding happiness and gratitude in your life right now, you can't get to the other side. You can't have a negative attitude and attract positive outcomes. It just doesn't work like that. And if you do get a little positivity or a little greatness thrown your way, it usually gets snuffed out by your negativity pretty quickly. So, for instance, just something small. If you're in the line at the coffee shop and in the drive-through and the person ahead of you pays for your coffee, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as a blessing, like that would be a blessing for me. If the person in front of me, I would just be upset that I couldn't thank them because, I think that would be so cool. But it would be a blessing for me. I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so great. Next time I come through here, I'm going to pay for somebody's coffee. Or I could look at them and go, well, of course they paid for my coffee. They think I'm poor because I'm in this car and they're in that car. And why would they do that? Do they think I need help? Like, there's two ways of looking at that. So that's about making the choice to be happy right now, to find the greatness and the goodness and the gratitude in everything right now. And that, includes the contrast. When something happens, you get a flat tire. What if that flat tire led to someone pulling over to help you out and they had the dream job? They owned a company and they had the dream job you were looking for. Like, those are the things that you have to look for. Yeah, it's a flat tire. It's a bummer. But what is the opportunity behind that? What did you learn? Did you need to get new tires before that happened? Can you see the wear treads on your tire and it's time to get new tires? So there's lessons and there's blessings in everything. So finding happiness now, routines that become habit. And so this is where you kind of have to get into that using your free will at first. So for me, the routines that I did to get into the habit of thinking positively, feeling positively, having faith that the law of attraction is going to work out for me better than I expect it to, is I started with affirmations. And so affirmation is just a statement of something that you want as if it's already happened. So I used to say all the time, I, Shelly, am so happy and grateful now that I have my Bumblebee Camaro. Guess what's in my driveway right now? My Bumblebee Camaro. But I put it out there as if it was happening. I would drive my minivan down the road and pretend that it was actually my Bumblebee Camaro. And I would just have those feelings of just like driving down the road and just smile and go, this is so cool to be in this amazing car that I absolutely love. I get in my car right now, like when I get in my car later today to go run errands, I will pat her on the dash and say, hi, B, how are you today? I'm so happy that you're mine. Like, I do that. And I do that with other people in the car. They think I'm crazy. My husband thinks I'm totally nuts, but I don't care because I'm so happy and grateful to have that car. And so those affirmations, when you state them as if they've already happened, because for years I stated that. I, Shelly, am so happy and grateful now that I have my Bumblebee Camaro. I stated that as if it happened, and then I would feel it. I would take opportunities to either close my eyes and have a visualization about it, or I would be driving my other car and imagining what it would be like to be driving the car that I wanted. And those little moments of feeling, you have to get that emotion in there. Like, we can all do thoughts. We can all say, oh, I'm so happy now that I have my dream job, or I'm so happy now that I have, a lean, fit, strong body, but if we don't close our eyes and feel it, or put ourselves in that experience and have a visualization about it, the feelings are the key to the law of attraction. And it's the key to changing your mindset. When you feel emotions, when you feel strongly about something, that's what starts to become your subconscious belief. And that subconscious belief connects with everybody else's subconscious, and it just starts swirling around for everything to happen for you. So those routines and habits, those are the tools that you can use. Some people use the 5-55 method, or what, I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's like saying 3 things 55 to, I don't even actually know what the 5-5-5 method is, but people use all different methods. For me, I am really good. I love writing things down. That helps me remember things. I take notes all the time and never go back to them, because when I write them down, it somehow helps me. Other people are visual. They want a vision board. Some people set up vision boards on their computer. So if they're just in a bad spot during the day, they can just pop over to their vision board that they've created and look at all the great things they want and close their eyes and imagine what it's like to take that vacation or live in that house or have that significant other or whatever. And so those are the things that you use to start having that routine. And pretty soon you don't need those tools. It just becomes habit. So now when I start getting a little bit frustrated about, something that like money, go back to money, I look at my accounts and go, oh, I really need to get a handle on this. Like, I thought that this was going differently and I need to sell more, or I need to make more, or whatever. And then I can go, no. I just know that it's going to happen better than expected. And that just happened the other night. I was getting really frustrated because we have not done our 2019 taxes. We have a business and we are procrastinators. But I was getting really frustrated because I was thinking about it, and it just feels impossible because I have several different platforms I sell on, and all these sales reports that I need to print out, and I need to look at my business bank account and my PayPal bank account and get it all loaded onto GoDaddy so I can bring just one sheet into the tax preparer and all that stuff. And it just sounds so crazy. And I just had a few minutes of venting to my husband, and he just sat there and listened because he's so good at that. And then he said, okay, show me what you need to do. And I showed him, and he goes, you know what? I'm just going to run these numbers out really quick, and I'll give you the totals, and then you can just plug them into GoDaddy. And I was just like, what? And he's like, no, I enjoy doing the numbers. It's okay. And part of me was like feeling guilty because I'm not doing it. And he's just like, no, this is my part. Like, you do all this other stuff with the business, and I can sit here for an hour and add up some numbers. And then it just happened better than expected. Then I didn't even have to do it because he took it over for me. And so that's what I'm talking about. You get into these habits where you get frustrated, and then we all vent. We all and talk about it and get pissed about it. And then when you calm down and go, no, it's all going to happen better than expected. I just need to relax for a minute. And then it starts coming around. So that's where those habits become, those things that you put in place and you do every day diligently, and then they just become habits. And for some of us, it takes a couple months for that to become a habit. For some of us, it takes a couple weeks. I've had, people that I've coached personally, and, they catch on right away and they're like, do I have to keep doing this every day? And I'm like, no, not if you are getting really good at changing your mindset when you get frustrated. And so gratitude is huge. Being grateful for what you have now will bring you more of what you want in the future. So, example, back to my car, my van. I drove a 2003 Grand Caravan for 16 years. It was an ex-rental car, so it had built-in car seats, which was amazing because I had little kids at the time, and we did foster care for a short period of time. It was great. We have these 5-point harnesses that just are built into the cars, to the seats in the back seat. Anyways, Marley just turned 18. Madison's 22. It was time to be done with the minivan. But every time I drove that minivan, not every time, but most of the time I drove that minivan, I would pat her on the dash and thank her for being such a good van and being there for our family for all these years. I know that sounds crazy because I know a van is an inanimate object, but I get attached to my vehicles. But I just did that. I was thankful for my van. There was times when I was just super frustrated with it, but I would just go back to, no, I'm thankful that I have a vehicle that gets me from point A to point B. It has all these great features. Oh, there goes the garbage truck. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for my landlord. I'm grateful for the property that we have. Do I want a big farm with horses and goats and chickens? Yes, but I'm super grateful for where we are. Every time I pay rent, I text my landlord and say, we just paid rent, because I just deposit into his account. And I said, we just paid rent. Thank you so much for being a great landlord. Every month I say that. I do that because I'm grateful for this house. I'm grateful for the landlord. I'm grateful for how great he is. Every time something goes a little wrong, he's right there to fix it. He's been great. We pay our rent on time all the time, every month for 3 years and 4 months, 5 months, something like that. And so gratitude is so important. Starting a gratitude journal, when you do those affirmations to start changing your mindset and your feelings, start doing a gratitude journal too, which is right there with your affirmations, because you're saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that. But make a list of like 100 things you're grateful for. When you get in the shower in the morning, be grateful that you have hot water. Oh, somebody's texting me. When you get in your car, be grateful that it runs and gets you where you're going. When you step into your home, be grateful that you have a home and you have a bed, and you can get like that. You can be grateful for your kids. You can be grateful for your relationships with your spouse and your friends and your family. You can be grateful for your job. If there's things you don't like about your job, find the stuff that you are grateful for about your job. Does it pay you well? Do you have great coworkers? Do you love where it's at? Do you if you have to commute there, does that give you time just all by yourself in your car to listen to an audiobook? Or, just get grateful for the little things and build that into big things, because being grateful is so important, and it immediately changes your mindset. When you get grateful about something that you appreciate, it immediately changes your thoughts, feelings, and actions, because you're not frustrated, you're grateful, you're feeling so good about it because it's something that you just feel so great about. So anyways, and then the last thing I put under tools is reprogramming, which is what all of this is doing. It reprograms your mind to just be a more positive thinking, feeling, and acting person. So the whole law of attraction thing, it goes in that order for me. You think something that you want, you feel good about it, about what you have and about what you want, and then you act on inspired things that come your way. Does it mean you have to act on everything? No, but it's gonna feel right. You're gonna know it because it's just gonna feel good. Like, oh, I need to exercise more, and then you put that out there. I'm so happy and grateful now that I exercise more, and I really enjoy walking. And then you put that out for like a week or two in your affirmations, and then your friend from across town says, hey, I need a walking buddy. Can we go walking a few times a week? And boom. And then you're just like, and that's the stuff you need to be grateful for. Like, wow, this is really working. This could snowball into huge things. So that's the whole reprogramming thing, is getting to the point where when you get frustrated, and we all do, we all have those knee-jerk reactions, especially right now in the situation the whole world's in. You know, I have to wear a mask. You know, some people are like, oh, good, I have to wear a mask, it's safe. And for others, it's, oh, it's so frustrating, I don't want to have to wear a mask. And it's like, what your response to that is, whichever side of the coin you're on with that, whatever your response is. Like, my response is, I'll wear a mask when I absolutely have to. I would rather breathe fresh air. If there's other people wearing masks, I respect them and give them their distance, but I would rather not. But that's what's going on right now. So I can get frustrated and irritated and just bitch and complain about it, or I can just say, you know what, it's what's going on right now. It's what I have to do to go into the store I want to go into, or go into the restaurant I want to go into. So that's what I'll do. And I'll go in there and I'll deal with it and I'll do my best. And then when I come out, I'll take it off and be free again, you know? So it's all about reprogramming. So when you get those frustrations, you can back off and go, okay, I need to handle this differently, because this doesn't feel good. It feels frustrating and irritating, and that's not where I want to be, because I want to attract good things. I don't want to attract more bad, frustrating things. So yeah. So tomorrow, I'm going to just talk about like falling down and getting up in this process, because a lot of people are just looking for that bliss thing, like everything just keeps going perfectly in their direction and no contrast happens. So we'll talk about contrast and falling down and getting back up, and how all of that relates to the law of attraction, and it's just a natural process. So I'm going to go. And you guys all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. And thanks for the 1 thumbs up. If you would like to hit the thumbs up, that would help my channel greatly. If you want to subscribe, and you can hit the bell and you'll see when I go live. Okay, bye.